I'm ready to rock and roll. Going down to the corner, pick up my sweetie pie. She's a rock and roll baby. Oh, hey, how you doing? Hello, Americans. And other friends and subscribers around the world. Out here having morning coffee about noon.
It's not noon.
Man, we got home after the going up to the hospital and all that. Rolled back in here at 11:30 or midnight. I don't know what time, man. It was late, especially for us, man. Way past our bedtime. And I didn't even get up. What time did I get up? 9? Dude, 9 o'clock in the morning, my day is half over. So trying to get got to get with rolling with things. But one thing, man, I slept better last night with the Katie and the baby and all that. Man, I slept better last night than I've slept in. I don't know how long this has been going on, about a year. It was, man, it's been a stressful one. And then did I mention about the what Katie had and all that? Did I say that in the video?
About the HELLP syndrome?
Yeah.
I think you did.
But anyway, maybe I touched base on it yesterday. I mean, these all run together. But man, after we read and then we were reading some more, I don't even know why we keep reading it. Man, now that, thank God she's got through that.
And that her liver enzyme.
Yeah, and her liver's coming down and all that. But the mortality rate on that is 25%. That means 75%
are fatal.
Of the mothers and stuff are fatal, man. So
I got to read that again.
Yeah,
because it said 25% more mortality.
That
so
means
that
survivors.
Would be 75, right?
Because I mean 75%.
I don't know.
Oh man, I'm so happy and glad. I was telling my mom last night, man. I think I was telling his mom. Anyway, I was telling somebody, man. I was so glad I didn't read that when we were going through that.
You would have had a heart attack.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Because that not my kids. But anyway, she's doing all much better. And this morning her blood pressure was.
It was before she took her blood pressure medicine, and it was down.
Yep, down. So thank God for that. And Tevin's doing good.
Yes,
he's so
he
cute.
is.
Man, his color's just crazy. Yeah. He's darker. He looks like he's been down. I think he's been over in Hawaii on vacation.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so cute. What else you were saying we should do?
All the good things.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot of good in the last week. With the fires and with the baby and with
that's any of the videos. I mean, when I'm telling, like I said, man, we put out here, you know, like I said, our channel's a random channel, but you know, we put out what's going on, and when I do it, I mean, we try to take you along for the ups and downs and all that, you know, and you know, when you hear us talking about the downs things, man, you know, we are true believers in positivity and happiness and laughing, and you know, if you watch our videos, and when it comes to negativity and all that, I mean, you may hear us, you know, say things, and you know, of course, you go on these ups and downs, but we are always, man, the positive man, and anybody that's negative, we get the heck rid of them, you know. So I mean, it's just we're not, you know. I actually am gonna do a twig sign out there. What was that one sign? I can't remember. I gotta find it again. But anyway, a negative free zone, or anyway, there was this
drama free zone.
No, ain't no drama coming on this place. I don't like drama, but we want to talk about, you know, the positive. So I mean, all the stuff that we've been through, man, it's all turned out positive, man. We are happy as a clam. Yeah. We're ready to get back in the mode of things, man.
Get back on schedule.
Yeah, we're actually supposed to, when we say a cold front's coming through, we're talking like 90 degrees.
Cool down's coming in, which is going to be great for the
fires. That'll help the fires and stuff. I haven't even had a chance. Have you looked at the fires yet this morning?
I did this morning, and I think it was right close to 31,000 acres.
Does it hit
30% perimeter containment, I think, if I'm remembering right. Over 440 crew members working on it. I mean, there's a whole list. So, and I looked at the map, and I would have had to compare it to yesterday's map to see growth-wise, you know, where it had grown. But
yeah, it's you didn't see if it hit our fish fences or.
I looked at that arm of it, and we're still good.
Yeah, but it's
Still good.
so sad. I didn't even get to see KVD at all yesterday. Or McKenzie. Got to see Cara for a minute because Cara took care of the kids while we went up there. But yep, so that's all beautiful. Yeah, you may end up hearing lots of helicopter traffic, lots of plane traffic. I haven't been seeing the big drop planes as much as the helicopters maybe did. But man, there's so many fires going on. It's just.
Well, one of the things about the big planes is where would they be landing and taking off from? They couldn't do that here.
Oh yeah, they could.
Could they?
Yeah, they
could
put those down at the, or maybe not.
I don't know.
I ain't been far there.
I don't know.
Well, the planes, they're well, that one because they put out those big portable pool things and dip them buckets and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I've been hearing some, but they're more of a distance. And man, as far as the one, same fire, but as far as what we were watching, it's already done burned it up, man. And they kept it from coming up over that hill. And if you watch my videos and stuff, you've probably seen, well, maybe not because the camera don't zoom in, but man, I've always wanted it. There's at the top, man, there's this little whole hill sticking out, and there's this little cute cabin that sits there. I've never seen it, right up personable, but I always check it out from down here. And man, they saved that mother, man, and they kept the fire on the other side of the mountain from there. And like I said, a couple videos, it's shooting up up the gullies and up the canyons and stuff. So
yeah, that cabin's got a lot of retardant.
Oh yeah, man, that's the red, man. It's gonna be. I don't know I haven't touched the newer stuff they use, but I remember 20 years ago we were somewhere, man, and back then it was this gel. I mean, it saves your stuff, but I'll tell you what, man, it puts like a slime all over everything, which is, it saves it all. But so make sure your prayers and stuff are still out there for the firefighters. I know I had heard of another one or two had, not up here, but
maybe the California fires.
Yeah, them California fires, man, they're raging too. It's just the whole Pacific. That's not part of the Pacific Northwest, but. The whole West, man, it's just California's the worst of it. It's so dang dry down there. And then Randall, whatever from Australia, he was saying drought, man, that they've got in Australia and stuff. He was saying that they've been under a drought. It says we all need about 2 inches of rain. I need about a foot.
Yeah.
Man, I'd love it to rain, but there ain't a forecast of a drop for at least 2 weeks.
Nothing in the forecast.
But the cooler temperatures. I wasn't going to sit there and talk about just that. You're the one that said, hey, let's sit down and have a cup of coffee. What'd you have to talk about? You want to talk about your grandson?
I could.
He's
so cute. Yeah, so the good positive things going on. The fires haven't, we've had some loss, but it could have been worse.
Which they ain't over.
Yeah.
But I think they're getting a handle on riggings too.
Yeah. It will make for a good mushroom.
Yeah, if you think about it.
Yeah, I hate saying anything about that, but it will make for a good mushroom
Other than it will pull a lot of people into our area for mushroom hunting.
You'll be able to get char very easily. Got to think of the positive stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And? We got a happy, healthy baby. Katie's improving. A lot of quality time with family over the last week.
Lots of quality, man.
Yeah.
I got to spend some good quality time with mom and stuff.
Yeah, hanging out, us getting to babysit the grandbabies. That's always
nice
to have that amount of time with them.
Didn't get to spend a bunch of quality time at the hospital with
Katie
Jo, because she's down there in the flatlands, man. There's always somebody
there visiting. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to start trying.
We had to bring her home to get some rest.
Yeah, and we had to start trying to get them to shut it down, because every time it was. Which was great, man. Yeah. She enjoyed that thoroughly.
She loves visiting.
Yeah, that's Katie Jo's our social butterfly.
Yeah.
But she's looking good yesterday. She's so cute.
That story was adorable.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious, man. And when she first, I was just rolling, man. It was. I can just see Tim over there. What are you doing? And I gotta go get. I loaded up last night before I headed home, man. She ended up getting me those plates I was talking about, man. I got a cabinet out there and some other junk, and then she's all, Dad, I still think there's still a few things there we might want to.
That apple did not fall apart from that tree.
Man, she cracks me up. She's so awesome. Little Miss Junker, and that's actually someday we actually. Me and Katie Joe, Mom's kind of, you guys do whatever you want, but we're going to open up once the kids, now that she stops that now, which the doctor told her she should have no more, because it'll only get worse. But Tim only wanted 3, Katie wanted 4, so I always told her do even numbers, because with our kids, man, there was always an odd man out with the 3. But anyway, and something that me and Katie loved the store when we had a store, and something that me and her are going to do once Tevin, because now he'll need to be at least Sissy's age or a little, but we have couple of places. There's actually a place that if I could wheel and deal my way into, I would, but eventually we're going to open up a little brick and mortar store to sell out of, that we're only going to open like 3 days a week, and call it Katie's Corner, and it's going to be Katie's store, and of course Mom and Dad will help
supply it.
Well, Katie don't have a problem with that either, but we'll help, obviously help run it and manage it and all that, but we just thought it'd be a great place for where she can raise, we can take care of the kids and have her own little business and stuff. So that's something in the future thing that we're planning on doing. It'd be a nice place be a great place to be able to wheel and deal on Craigslist and
Craigslist,
and all that.
Big stuff.
The Facebook.
There's a cat down there.
No, it's actually the chicken.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But a Facebook Marketplace and all, I'd be able to run it out of there and just do it 2 or 3 days a week. But what else you got?
Some people were curious of where Kai was during the hospital stay and the fire threat. He was with us.
Yeah.
His mom has a nice fenced backyard.
And she's got 2 dogs, and they're pals.
He got to go play.
Her dogs weren't so happy about
sharing.
Sharing this. I got to show Kai. This is Tom.
Got a leaf hanging out of his.
Oops, come on here. Right. He's a little skittish. I think it's because of Kai.
Okay, Kai.
This is Tom. This is one of our kittens. This is the one we're keeping. Obviously, a boy is named Tom Tom. He's pretty dang cool, man. He's going to be a massive
cat.
Massive cat. And we're hoping he'll keep the Tom away from
our property.
Yeah, because we got a couple of them.
Wild tomcats that come
tomcats here. Probably do some big cat nights.
Yeah.
Until he gets rid of them. But, what else is going on around here? It's kind of a slow and easy morning, so it's kind of a slow and easy. Any big plans, man? Hopefully I get to go fishing, man. We were right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, man. We were actually and I'd said it, I think Katie Joe was just mad because she was going to be pregnant and not be able to go, so she's like, yeah, check this out.
Yeah.
Because the day
that Tevin was born.
Okay, we went up there on a Wednesday when they ended up life flighting.
Yeah,
and all
then
that.
we didn't go down to Boise till Thursday because we came back with the kids, stayed the night, and went out.
And Thursday night, well, actually, we were going to head, we probably would have waited for the kids, but Thursday when Mackenzie and Kevin, I don't think Mackenzie worked that day, but when Kevin got off work, we were either going to head up to the lake Thursday night, or first thing Friday morning for a tour, or at least an overnighter, but maybe a 2-nighter. We were talking about staying up for a couple, 2-3 nights up at the lake fishing, and I told Katie that, man, and then all of a sudden she's, I'm in labor. I probably put her in labor that she wasn't going to get to go. So hopefully now Kevin D is down to
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and then he heads back up to Moscow. So And then they got Kinsey's always got something going down where they have to go down to the flatlands. So it won't be this weekend, but hopefully
Next weekend we can
well,
spend
then
some
they're going to
time.
start getting ready to go up there. But hopefully we can get that fishing trip in, man. I've got to use my lures.
Mhm.
You know, we're definitely going to
No,
get,
Kai.
you know,
No,
once
not Kai.
once everything's, you know, stable and stuff, we're definitely going to do some fishing. Probably go up there too, where the one when I fell and bounced off the rock up there. 'Cause that's probably the side
Yeah.
we're going to have to start going up and getting
Yeah.
firewood.
Yeah.
So we might just go up and set up camp, especially get the beast stuff and drive it in the van and just
Yeah,
camp
get some
out and
wood.
get a load of firewood
Yeah.
and go fishing up there on that creek. Which I'm sure now that with this heat, that creek's probably down.
Yeah.
But I know there's fishing there. It's loaded. So we'll see what that, as far as the future things. But we have hopefully everything when we go back up for the check, because next week's the checkup for Katie, Joe, and the baby. But after that, you know, hopefully, man, she starts getting, because I wouldn't. There's no way I could go up in the,
No.
you know, out of cell service or
Right.
anything like that right now.
Right.
So hopefully that. And then I've mentioned too, is I got my cow elk tag, so I got it. In my wallet, man, we're ready for that. That'll be awesome. I got one, Katie got one, and Cara got one. So we all got cow tags, which, you know, man, if you live in the Rocky Mountains, man, and you've never, or if you live somewhere else and you've never had elk, there ain't nothing, man. I'll
No.
take elk over any,
Yeah.
man, any cow, hog, deer.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing that, man, is right there with me with that would be grouse, and Miss Kitty would be perch. Because she loves her
my
perch.
perch.
We're hoping to get over to Cascade or Donley and get some perch fishing in. Over there by that dam. I love that fishing over there. So we are still planning to get some fishing in. There's going to be a lot of wood getting videos to come.
Yep.
And then we'll see as far as the fence is we're kind of on the fence about the fish fence.
Yeah.
But there's no way that I'd call, call the man, and I wouldn't bother him right, man. He's got,
busy.
oh man, his
Full plate.
the stress and everything, and hopefully he didn't, you know, lose a bunch of cattle, because he turned, you know, they all of them, all the ranchers, what they do is they turn their cows. They have certain areas and stuff, you know, that they have to keep them in or whatever, but they turn them like on one end, you know, in the forest, but on one end, and they have those cows and they've been doing it for so many years, man. The cows just gradually, it's crazy, because they let them out here, and those cows for the summer, man, feed and graze, and they just graze their way up and over and down into the area, and then at the end of like our fish season or fish fence season, you know, they've made it over and they're over there where they're going to pick them up. It's just kind of a crazy.
So just a quick explanation. Every time we mention the fish fences, somebody always asks, what is a fish fence? So a cattle rancher will purchase a permit to graze his cows on the forest. So he purchases the permit, puts his cows out on the forest in his general area, and then during the spawning season for the bull trout, they don't want the cows to disturb those areas of the creeks where the bull trout spawn, so they put up fences around the spawning areas, and then we go in and check the fences to make sure that their hunters
them out of
haven't
there.
cut them, an animal hasn't knocked it down, whatever, just maintain them, make sure that they're up.
On them.
Right. So that's what a fish fence is. It's to
Protect the spawning grounds
the
of the
spawning
bull
grounds
trout.
of the bull trout from the grazing cattle.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then one I was talking to the fish biologist, and I thought he was talking. Was telling us, I think it was, and she's saying that they did a test, and they put little red, you know, or the same color of like the bull trout eggs in this area, and they put these little red, about the same size as the bedded be, and they put these little red spots on the creek to see, and for some reason, some unknown reason, those cows would see those and try to step on them.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a protection thing or whatever.
Right.
They have no idea or no reason why they did that, but that's why they have to protect it, because them cows would go down into the you know,
see the red
and they'll just step on it. So then they just step on those beds and you know, squish them or whatever. Right. So you know, so it's just kind of odd. I just always thought that was pretty dang interesting after I'd heard that, but.
Very interesting.
Yep. So that's what the fish fences are. Hopefully we'll be kind of depends if there's anything, you know, for the cattle to be able to graze, anything left, you know, and then they've got to, you know, they're not going to want them on the burn areas.
Right, and so the spawning period for the bull trout start approximately middle August, so the ranchers have to get those fences up prior to that. Well, currently right now, this is the time that they would be there, and the forest is closed because of the forest fire, so we've got this whole
so we'll see what happens.
Danger,
you know,
fences.
like I said, I ain't gonna call. Well, I ain't gonna say his name on here, but I ain't gonna call him, and I ain't gonna call him, bug him. You know, I mean, if it's all going, he'll be.
We'll just be ready.
He might be getting a hold of us in a panic because it's. But the thing is, like she said, they can't. Nobody can go up there. Ranchers can't go up there. The Forest Service can't go up there to help them or anything to get the fish fences up, and. The ones that were in the path of the fire, you know, all them, you know, unless they're T-posts, but the wires, and depending on how hot it got and stuff like that, it's going to be. So, I mean, and they usually take, a lot of them were up there already putting them up, so we'll just have to wait and see. I guess we'll know in the next couple, because we're actually supposed to start that on the 15th of this month, so in less than 2 weeks, so we'll play that by ear. I'm hoping, because that's, you know, obviously, man, the health of my forest is more important than money. But that's, I mean, that's one of our, you know, been doing it for 4 years. So that's, you know, that's an income of ours that we count on to go into the winter. But it's what it is, man.
Yep.
Keep on keeping on.
Everything happens for a reason.
And then I got to get up and see. I was supposed to go up, because Dave, Captain Dave, he's back. And I was supposed to be, I told him I'd be up at his place at 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah,
sorry, Dave, it didn't happen. I didn't get up for 3 hours till after that. So I've got to figure out what's going on tomorrow, but I got to get up because he's in town, then he's going to...
We're going to try and go fishing with him, too.
Yeah, we're going to, and we're still, hopefully next week and stuff we'll get. I got to get up there and visit with him a little bit and stuff, see what his plan is, because he's actually going to be looking for some property and stuff out of state, so but I think that's, man. What else? You got any more? Was that positive, Miss Kitty?
Yeah, I think so. I'm ready to start my day now.
Yeah.
Had a pot of coffee and.
Yeah, she was up. She actually got up a little bit before me and got motivated. Man, I don't like when I come out. My wife's all dressed, motivated, running around.
Doing laundry.
Yeah, with a duster in her hand.
I wouldn't
a little
go that
sexy
far.
apron.
Whatever. Right. Wake up, you're dreaming. Wake up.
Oh, you are my dream, Miss Kitty. Oh, shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna, man, today, this is what I was supposed to do yesterday, is list, man. So if you're doing eBay, make sure you list. Funny thing is, after I did the video, I guess it was 2 days ago, when I was talking about how my, you know, the eBay, because if you're not on there regular, you know that it slows down. I got on there and did some relists and some couple of new listings. Not a ton of new listings, and instantly, man, yesterday was a good day, and already sold one or two things this morning. Now I'm getting ready to list. So I mean, if you're doing the eBay thing, I don't care what eBay tells you. I don't care what any of those eBay YouTube shows tell you. Whatever. I don't care what anybody tells you. Not even me. You don't have to listen to me. But in my experience with 4 eBay sites, I've sold. I hadn't, like I said, they'd slowed down, and since I did that in the last 2 days and said something about it, I've sold something on every site and multiples on a couple. So as soon as I got the action going, so I mean, even getting on there and doing some relists and changing some, you know, just action, man. You want some activity on your eBay account every day. There's my spill for the day.
That was great motivation.
All
That
right.
was your motivation.
Get motivated and list.
Yeah, there you go.
So good Lord willing, look at that bee up there.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know about that. And the creeks don't rise.
We'll see you guys again tomorrow.
See ya.